Hello and welcome to Bois. It's time to launch the prototype down the slipway after we crack open a bottle of champers. Well, not exactly, no. But we do need to put it in the water and see whereabouts the water line is and how much freeboard there is with this design. It's quite shallow, you see, on the sides here. I'm a little bit worried when you get a fat bugger like me in it. It's going to be a little bit, it's going to be splashing up the gunwales, it is. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So let's go and do it, shall we? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, hello. Oh, let me see if I can get myself down here. Well, we've got a boat, and we've got our spring-fed, water. It's wet stuff. And what I want to do is I want to see whether or not this boat floats. Also, how it sits in the water with a payload. Now, I will be the payload. And probably a battery and probably an electric outboard and whatever else I want to put in there. Sometimes I'll just paddle it about, but you know, I sort of see how it looks in the water. So far so good. It sits low in the front, which is good, because I'll be sitting air. Just air. That's where hopefully I'll be sitting. Well, I've got the payload, which is some weights. I've got 3 kilos of weights. Now, I'm quite hopeful, to be honest, but we'll see. Now, this has got to represent me, you see, so I've got to put one there. Oh, no, I should put that in the back first, should I? No. So don't stand right in the back of the boat. You're likely to sink. You don't want to do that. No, I'm going to take that one out, because no one's going to be set there. So I'm going to place it there. That is 1 kilo of payload in this boat, which is actually quite a bit. Now, it's sitting too low in the gunnels for my liking. I think I might raise the gunnels a little bit. I want more freeboard than that. So on the sides for the actual boat itself, I'm actually going to make it a little bit taller, if it makes any sense. So there's more boat out of the water. Putting 3 kilos in there, that'll sink it, I reckon. Should you have a look? So that's 2 kilos. Right, that's 1.5 kilos. What if I put another one there? Well, that'll sink it. So displacement at the moment, it can cope with a payload of 1.5 kilos, which is quite a bit for a little tiny boat. But I do think I'm going to need more freeboard. Okay, we're back. The boat has been in the water. It's got a little bit, a bit wet. And I'm sort of happy with it, but I think I need to make some changes. That I do. I loaded it up, put the weight in this area here to see how it would actually fare regarding having a person in there, a fat person like me. And comfortably, you could put 1.5 kilos in it. You could stretch it to 2 kilos, but it'll start to come up the gunwales, which ain't a great idea, is it? No, because you sink. I don't want that to happen. So anyway, we're gonna make some changes to the design. So I'm gonna put it onto the other camera. Oh look! Oh, it's the world. Okay, here is the boat, and as you see, currently it has quite a curve in it, which I quite like because it's going to allow me to pull up the old weirs quite easily. Now I could make it a little bit shallower on that curvature, wouldn't hurt. But this curvature on the gunwale, I might have to reduce somewhat. Now the reason for that is because I need some more height on the actual size of the boat. I need more freeboard, which is the amount of boat that's out of the water. So effectively, I need to make the boat taller. That's what I need to do. Now, if I show you here what I mean regarding the curvature, if I put this rule here, and as you can see, it's got about 15 mm in its length of curvature, and the boat is about 450 mm long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the height of the transom, but also the bow a little bit. But when I actually cut these out, instead of having a flat top to the sides when they're flats, the bend is natural. That curve is natural. As you bend the piece of plywood round, it naturally forms this curve. I need to reduce that. So what I'm going to do is, on the full size version, I'm not going to make another model, there's no point. But on the full size version, when I cut the sides out, I'm actually going to cut them so they've got a bit of a, instead of in straight here, they're going to have a convex curve. So if I grab this rule, instead of it being straight like that when I cut them, I will do it a little bit like so. So when I actually form the shape of this boat here, and the sides bend out, naturally curve up, it'll be compensated a little bit by the extra material I am going to put here in the middle of the actual boat, because it's going to have that curve, you see. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'm not going to worry about making another model, but I will transfer what I've learned onto the full-size sheets of plywood for this little boat. Anyway, I think that's that stage done. I think we need to move on. Anyway, check out our next video, which will be, well, cutting out the plywood for the boat in its new shape. That'll be the plan. Anyway, ta-ta, and don't forget, boot the old like button, because it helps the channel, you know. That it does. I need all the help I can get. Well, at least that's what the missus says. Oh dear. Ta-ta.